All right. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just beta testing this live. Gonna take some questions. I'm taking a look at it on my phone right now, and I'm gonna send it to the Discord. Looking slim, yeah. That's that keto diet, man. Yeah, I do have a couple of props I want to show you guys based off the injury report. What's up, Luke? How do I send this to the Discord? One second. Because you guys know I had Kevin Herter on the under for threes. There was a prop I was looking at last night. I decided not to put it in there because Kobe White was coming back. I want to show you that, and then Andrew Nimhard is he went questionable. So I want to show you guys some data on TJ McConnell. Um, Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen right now. I'm just sending this to the Discord. I don't want to make this like too long or anything. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Weird slate today. Yeah. All right, let's put that away. All right, so just to make sure, can you guys hear me? Can I get like a yes? Okay. All right, you guys can hear me. All right, so a couple of things I wanted to show you based off this injury report. So we have a couple new updates. Anthony Edwards, Darius Garland, these were new. Andrew Nimhard's new. Yusuf Nurkic kind of predictable. Ace Bailey, he's been out, off and on with injuries. Kevin Herter was new, and we knew Kobe White was going to come back. I can't see the chat right now when I'm sharing the screen. So if you're asking questions, I'm going to go through these real quick, just a couple of ones that I saw. So let's start with Kevin Herter. So this was new. If he doesn't play, I was looking at TJ McConnell earlier. So last night I was looking at Ayo Dosunmu, and I didn't put him in the video because he doesn't play as well with Kobe White and Kevin Herter there. And I'm just going to go into his stuff. Don't take the under on his double-double. I guess you could for minus 10,000. But I was looking at his three-pointers made, and this is the last 5 games. And if you take a look at without Kevin Herter, so I can sort without Kevin Herter, so he's questionable. And we go to 2025. We have small sample size, 3 games. He's gone over 2 out of 3. Really bad matchups, or really good matchups for him to go over there, and then Golden State. But the one I was looking at last night was without Giddey. So I was gonna put this in the video until I saw how he did with Kobe White. So Kobe White will be there. If we get Kevin Herter out, I think some people are going to run to this. So with Josh Giddey out this year, so this is 2025, this has a 100% hit rate. And I saw this last night, and I was like, I don't know, man. He's not taking too many attempts. Like 5, he's shooting 50%. But I kind of like it now that Kevin Herter is questionable, because when you go from like not having an injury to questionable during like midway through the day, there's a good chance that you sit. Like I really see guys like, okay, like they wake up, they're like, I'm hurt, I'm questionable, and then they go ahead and they play. But it kind of shows here. You can actually look at line movement here on Outlier. I'm not trying to sell Outlier or anything. But you can tell when the news came out about Kevin Herter, when people started to react. And I'm sure if he is ruled out, this is going to react even more. So this line movement, obviously the odds, if it goes down, that means money's coming in on it. So you can tell right where Kevin Herter news went questionable, and then people started to take a look at this, and it dropped just slightly. So if he's rolled out, I think people are going to jump on Ayo Dosunmu, especially with Josh Giddey out. And then also the Andrew Nembhard news. I immediately thought about TJ McConnell. So TJ McConnell, and like what would be good for him. So he's playing against the Hornets. I know the Hornets, they give up a lot of assists. So this means good matchup, favorable, 27th. So that's the fourth most assist allowed. This has already been bumped up to 5.5. So you can see how the market reacted here with the Andrew Nembhard news. So you could have got this at plus 127 earlier in the day. And then Andrew Nembhard suddenly goes questionable and starting to go back up slightly. So maybe something's changing. But if he's ruled out, we can take a look at how he's done with Andrew Nembhard out this year. So questionable. 2025, he's played one game, and it was versus the Wizards. He had 8 assists there in a good assist matchup. So that is one I wanted to talk about. Now I'm going to go back. You guys are going to see my my double screen or my infinite screen. And I'm going to take a look at the comments, see if anyone has any other questions. Miami moneyline, Dallas moneyline. Bam is banned. I still put him up there if I see the data is good, but there are guys that I put in the video, and like I don't like them. Like the Miles Turner play yesterday. Like I just know Miles Turner. Like he always sells. Yeah, Brandon Miller is probable. Yeah, TJ McConnell assist. Kon Knueppel disappointed me yesterday, and now that Brandon Miller's back with the back-to-back, we'd have to take a look at how he does on back-to-backs. Bam under. Yeah, Bam's one of those guys. Miles Turner's one of those guys. Darius Garland, unfortunately, is one of those guys that I just think about. Dante under points assists did look really good, but now that Anthony Edwards is questionable, I'd be a little hesitant to take it. Tyler Hero points, yeah, I kind of had that in my video. WNBA play. So the Unrivaled is on the weekends. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So they don't have anything today. Miller is probable. He's probably gonna play, more than likely. Usually guys that are probable don't go out. I'm gonna scroll up in the chat a little bit, see what I missed when I was talking about those plays. So yeah, TJ McConnell assist looks really good if Nembhard sits. People like Tyler Hero. Okay. All right, people are asking about Kon Knueppel. He just really disappointed me yesterday. But some guys they just play well on back-to-backs. And I mean, he is young. You would think that the younger guys would be fine. So let's just jump in the air. 3-pointers made. So obviously, okay, 2.5. And that's a Prize Picks one. Where's the actual line? No, I don't want that. I usually use Outlier on my phone, guys, so I'm not used to here. Okay, so it's kind of stuck in the middle. So I don't know if you guys are looking at 2.5 or 3.5 for him, but it's really about the days of rest. So back to back. It's been all right on the year. I mean, I don't know why I'm sorting 2025 as a rookie. So yeah, he's been all right on the year. Made 4. But what about with Brandon Miller there? That doesn't hurt him too much. Actually, kind of looks better with Brandon Miller there. He might open it up for him a little bit. 4.5. So yeah, I know he just pointed yesterday. The matchup though, let's take a look. I Pacers are a little tough on the 3-point line, but Ben Mathurin's one of those good defenders. Kon Knueppel plays those positions. So yeah, the matchup isn't great, but this is all season long. Whenever I show matchups in the video where I talk about matchups, I'm usually going with the past month because the whole year doesn't really mean much to me. I don't care how guys are playing in October or even like November at this point. I want to know how teams did the past 30 days. So I've been asking Outlier to kind of help give me a sorting here. But he doesn't look bad. Siakam under rebounds. Someone said that got bumped down. I don't know if I would take it bumped down. And let's take a look at the market movement here. People are kind of undecided on the Kon Knueppel threes. But yeah, you guys know I don't take many unders, so I do need to get more into that because I remember last year when it got to January and February, there were a lot of plays that just went under. And I remember talking to Austin from Calling Our Shot, and he just said like that those months are just under months. And I know he's doing a ton of unders now. Just for it doesn't matter the month. Where rebounds. So this got bumped down, but it's plus 130 for the over. Wow. I mean, he still got 4 against them last time. The rebounding matchup against the Hornets is really tough. But yeah, you can tell the market just threw money at this. Even at 6.5, they're still just throwing money at the under. So man, I mean, if he goes over by 1, then it just like it is what it is. But I liked where they dropped it in the morning. Guy Boston, you guys should do a collab video. I talk to him more than any other creator. Let's just say, is he in here? Oh, there he is. Okay, he gave me $10. Appreciate that. To one of the most, if not most, genuine guys in this space. Man, you just gotta be yourself on here. I know a lot of people try to act like a character and they think that's gonna get them more views, but this is me. I'm monotoned. I've always been monotoned, and I've tried to like go crazy on screen and just be like, "What's up, guys?" And I can't do it. I can't do it. People can't tell if I'm joking, if I'm not joking. But yeah, it's cool. Ev's in here. I was wearing the Fade Me shirt last night when I was filming. But yeah, man, Ev is awesome. He works so hard at this, and yeah, with Luca and everything as like I wish I could put out as much content as he does. He's just pumping it out, man. It is corny unless that's who they really are. All the cats you follow. Oh, Steven's here too. Just popped in to see what bet I should put on my mortgage today. The rumor is you're the guy that knows. Yeah, the The books, they pay me. Sexton over points. I really like Sexton if Brandon Miller stayed out. I mean, the points was low, but he has been playing really well. We can take a look at that too. Because, yeah, he was someone I had my eye on last night. Let's type in sex. Family friendly show. What did I click on? Free throws. It wasn't available. For points. So obviously, I mean, he's done really well. It's at 13.5 now. Didn't do well against OKC. How are you on back-to-backs, Colin Sexton? Not too bad. 7 out of the last 10. Last 5's a little shaky. Is that all of this year? Okay, there's 2025. Okay, we're 50-50 on back-to-backs for this line. And then how are we with Brandon Miller? On back-to-backs, 50-50 still. I don't know. I really liked him with Brandon Miller out. Line movements coming back up because it looks like Brandon Miller is going to play. Yeah, so a lot of people were trying to take advantage of it. And then it's like, oh, he's probable. And then people started going back against it. So can't say I love it. I'm 50-50, just like the market. Gafford rebounds, Brandon Miller rebounds. Sexton is very consistent. I know I liked him in Cleveland. He didn't fit with the team. Sam Merrill, he hurts my soul. Jovic was one of my guys last year. Like whenever not Jokic, the one for Miami, Jovic, like he had a run, and when he heats up, he gets going. So yeah, I've been keeping my eye on him for the videos for sure. TJ McConnell. If he gets Nembhard out and Ben Mathurin out, yeah, he's definitely gonna be a good play. Go Browns. Someone said Brandon Miller, 3.5 rebounds. And take a look at that. And then I'll take a look at Sam Merrill. Brandon Miller. Just click here. Where are your rebounds? 1.5. Okay. Oh, that's Sexton. Okay. What happened here? Oh, I had both of them typed in. Okay. Four and a half now. Okay. 3.5's a goblin on Prize Picks. So it looks like people are split at the 4.5. But I do like players for rebounds against the Pacers. Yeah, that matchup is great. I talked about Diabate. I was looking for some wings. I did end up talking about Diabate, but that position is not showing here on the desktop. There we go. Okay, so point guard, shooting guard, not small forward. Dang. Well, point guard and shooting guard are top 3, and then power forward and center are kind of like top 10-ish. But yeah, these guard positions, I know Brandon Miller sometimes plays the shooting guard position. The Pacers just give up a lot of rebounds to those positions, but I still like Diabate, and this doesn't look bad, especially since he didn't play yesterday, and he's going to be one of the fresher guys on the court, and that's for Brandon Miller rebounds. I don't hate it, especially at 3.5, where someone mentioned. And then someone asked about Sam Merrill. Oh, Sam Merrill. Every time I talk about him, he doesn't want to do well, but I I think the guy's great as a Cavaliers fan, but man, okay, so three threes, obviously heating up. Um, Minnesota kind of tough on the three pointers. Both guard positions, small forward position, kind of tough. Do we have any head to heads? We got two games last year. And this is kind of how I do my research, my thought process, because I know the Cavs haven't played them this year. So one good game, but the one he didn't go over, he only played 6 minutes. So scratch that. So I would call it 100%. Took 8 shots, 3 for 8. And Darius Garland is questionable. So I'm sure, yeah, we got some movement there with Darius Garland questionable. So he's not a bad passer, and he will bring the ball up sometimes. So Donovan Mitchell can be the shooting guard. And that's why they kind of went out and got Lonzo Ball. But yeah, the volume will definitely be there if Darius Garland sits, even if the matchup is tough. Let's go back to the chat. Home court advantage, affect back-to-backs. I mean, home court advantage is home court advantage, but back-to-backs have just shown that they can be just crippling for some teams. But then, I found the stat last night that the Hornets they've covered the spread in every single back-to-back. When I saw that, I was like, okay, well, I guess the market's just undervaluing them. Eventually, the market's going to catch up to them. Tidjane McConnell, rebound assist. Yeah, if you put in your Tidjane McConnell bets now and Nembhard is out, then yeah, you definitely got some value there. Lonzo has been underwhelming. Yeah, definitely. Nikola Vucevic, yeah, he's one of those guys too. Every time I talk about him, like he just and Sam Merrill points, not threes. It's kind of the same thing because he's going to shoot mainly threes, and your points were adding up to basically three threes made. So I mean, he will make some layups every once in a while. So yeah, I guess I'd favor points if it is pretty much three threes made for the same payout. Like it makes sense to go with points. Julius Randle under points. It did get pretty high. The Cavaliers were one of they just can't stop power forwards this year. I don't know what it is. They are a great matchup for power forwards. That's probably why you saw it so high. You would think with the defense player of the year normally at that position. Let's see, Cavaliers. Yeah, see power forwards. That's on the year. So they're a top 5 matchup. This was at 20.5 when I was looking at 2 in the morning. So yeah, the line move's got to be crazy. Well, not at this one, but where I saw it, minus 145 now. Yeah. And this is probably because Anthony Edwards went questionable as well. So you got top 5 matchup, and Anthony Edwards is questionable. So I would kind of want to wait on that news. I mean, you could jump on it if you want to, but I don't know about the jumping on the under right now. DiVincenzo has been rebounding very well. I'll always like that play if they keep it at. I like that at 3.5. Ever since they bumped it up to 4.5, he did have some really good rebounding matchups. Anthony Edwards 25 points. We don't even know if he's going to play tonight. Johnny Furphy rebounds. I did notice he was playing a lot more. Good old Johnny. See if we get one of those sleeper plays. We got a 4.5 right here. That's just Prize Picks. So are you telling me no other book has this right now? Let's take a look at 5.5. Okay, so he had 11 rebounds against Cleveland. But obviously, Ben Mathurin. Without Ben Mathurin, I want 2025. We need to know the minutes. Okay, so he got 30 minutes, and if Andrew Nembhard sits, he's going to get more. Aaron Naismith is back. And it's a tough rebounding matchup against the Hornets. I don't know, man. I'm on the fence on that one. Some stuff I love right away. Rudy Gobert double-double. I talked about his rebounds in the video. I did look at his double-double. We would just need him to get the points. Cavaliers do give up a decent amount of points to centers just because teams need to play more true centers, against them. Just kind of match up with them. So he does need that volume. Gobert, Diabate, rebounds. Con threes, we took a look at that. He was about 50-50 with Brandon Miller. Jay Huff, what happened to Jay Huff, man? And the blocks. He was just on a rampage, just cashing for all of us. Sam Merrill is going to be unavailable for some books because of Darius Garland. It just affects it so much. Salaun rebounds. Man, last time I took Salaun, he did not show up. But he would be one of those guys I would call an opportunity play. I just kind of stayed away from him. Ever since he just disappointed me. Okay, so he needs 4 rebounds. How does the market's going against him? Probably because Brandon Miller went probable. He has been rebounding well. And this is where you have to do one of those massive sorting. So no Plumlee, no Cockbrenner with Brandon Miller. And 2025, what do we have? Still not bad. 6 rebounds. And it is a good rebounding matchup versus the Pacers. So I don't hate it. It's just I think this is the one I pointed out right here. He got one rebound. It was this situation, and it's the Warriors give up a lot to power forwards, and he just disappeared. So looks like he's come back to life a little bit. Ayo Dosunmu PRA. Lauri Markkanen threes. Vucevic assist. Trying to think. Yeah, Montez Buzelis has been great ever since Josh Giddey started to sit. It looks like Josh Giddey's gonna be out for a couple more weeks. Lauri Markkanen, I'll take a look at his threes on back-to-backs and at home. Lauri, I wish the Cavaliers never traded Lauri Markkanen. I know they got Donovan Mitchell, but he ended up being an all-star. So for 3 threes for plus money. Got 3 last night. He played 43 minutes last night. But how are we on back-to-backs in 2025? Not loving it. And our home games on back-to-backs, we only have 2 of them, and this one, and then Houston. That's a tough matchup. And Dallas against threes, second least. And this is where about Lauri Markkanen plays. Small forward, power forward. It's tough, man. You think you'd be able to knock down 3 threes with ease. But those back-to-backs are just killer for some guys. And we can take a look at, the market is definitely going against it on the over. J Huff doesn't rebound well. Yeah, he's like Miles Turner. He can make a 3 every once in a while. Yeah, if the Cavs kept imagine Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, like that lineup was just huge. Like they were tough, and they still had Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson. Any Mavs players? I did point out Naji Marshall, but I think right now would be little too late to get on Naji Marshall because PJ Washington was doubtful last night, but I'm pretty sure the market already got to Naji Marshall. 4 points. Yeah, they're even at 14.5. I think I saw it at 13.5 last night. People were getting on him. So yeah, he's been doubtful all day. PJ Washington. Ayo Dosunmu for 2.5 threes for plus money. I mean, it was 100% with Giddy outs for 2 made. I mean, if you want to single bet it, and Kevin Huerter does get ruled out, you're probably looking pretty good. Keontae George threes. LaMelo Ball point. I'm seeing a lot of Hornets players, a lot of interest in Hornets players. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller. There's Nurkic. Nurkic is questionable now. Kobe White is playing today, yes. Favorite play from Pacers and Hornets? I do really like that TJ McConnell if Nembhard is ruled out. Anthony Davis field goal attempts. I've mentioned like the guys who I'm biased against, and then there's Anthony Davis. Like he's like unbettable. He's great when he is healthy, but man, you just do not know if he's just going to be out. Unless you're on Prize Picks or something where they're gonna rescue you. TJ McConnell over because Andrew Nembhard went questionable today. And he should jump in the starting lineup and be the starting point guard. Vucevic assist. Someone mentioned that earlier. We can take a look. I think the last time I talked about Vucevic, he did like absolutely nothing. Assists, clearly doing really well. He needs 4 of them. Without Josh Giddey, Kevin Herter out. Okay, I'm getting updates. So Andrew Nembhard is out. So yeah, go get TJ McConnell right now if you want to get on that. And it looks like Kevin Herter is out. So Ayo Dosunmu now looks really good. And then Brandon Miller and LaMelo are available to play. And Salaun from the Hornets is available. I didn't even know he was questionable. Actually, I do. I had that in my video. So yeah, Andrew Nembhard and Kevin Herter are officially out. But we can take a look at Vucevic with without Josh Giddey this season. Yeah, 6 out of 7, 86% hit rate. He is dishing the ball all over the place. And he's playing Miami, who give up a lot of assists. This, like I said, this is full season. They play at the fastest pace in the NBA. Last year, they played at the slowest pace in the NBA. So they completely flipped the script. I want to say I think they're playing better, but I'm not totally sure. They're not too much against centers, but I take it with a grain of salt when it comes to assist and positions, unless it's point guard, which is they're the worst for point guards. Because, maybe someone played against Jokic multiple times and they gave up a ton of assists, and, it looks like they give up a ton to the center. But I'd mainly look at point guards and overall for assists. So it is a good matchup for assists. And it looks like there was a back-to-back right here. He did well in both of them without Josh Giddey. They killed all the Pacers props. Yeah, see, that's just one of those things. Like when you see a guy go from just no injury at all to suddenly questionable in the middle of the day, it's like you kind of take that chance and you jump on it. And that's what the market showed. Like people were jumping on it, and now the books know like everyone's going to jump on it, and they were going to lose value. So they're going to take them away and then drop the lines a little bit. Jayhoff's going to have to shoot. Siakam, we talked about under his rebounds. It got bumped down, and people are still taking under on his rebounds. They still got TJ up for 5.5 assists. I think I would jump on that. Sorry, guys, I'm reading through the comments. See, yeah. Anthony Davis is banned. I don't have a ban list, but I just have internal biases. But I will mention a guy if the data looks good. Like I mentioned that Miles Turner play yesterday. Like the data looked really good. The matchup was good and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna put it in here. And if someone does like Miles Turner, then they can go ahead and take it. But I probably wouldn't take it myself. And I guess that's just the difference with my videos. Johnny did rebound really well. And now that Nembhard is out, should get some more minutes. Dang, 257 viewers. That's crazy. I was expecting, and I didn't even announce this. Any college football? I am going to go watch that game tonight with a frown on my face. So I baited you into Turner. Listen, man, I make the videos. I do the analysis. I look up everything that matches a criteria, and I don't want to put my own biases from like the past into it. And it's up to you to say, hey, I like that, or I don't like that. And people come back to me all the time and they say, man, I do not like that play that you showed, and that's fine. That's the whole point of it. Is for me to kind of just spill it out there, and you can pick two or three that you're like, man, I really do like what he just talked about, what he just showed me. And don't parlay absolutely everything. I see some people do that and they get upset. But I don't want my whole bias to be a part of it. So what's my top three plays? I don't know, man. I don't want to change anyone else's biases. And a lot of the plays that I looked at were at 3 in the morning, two or 3 in the morning, and they've all been bumped up. So I don't even know where all the lines are at right now. Do I like Jared Allen against Rudy Gobert? Jared Allen is another one of those guys who I feel is just kind of soft. I I normally like him with Darius Garland for first quarter points. At the very first few possessions, the Cavaliers will always start off with a pick and roll, Darius Garland to Jared Allen for easy dunks or layups, and he normally can get over that 3.5 points in the first quarter with Darius Garland. They don't do it with when he's out. Is Tyler Hero on a minutes restriction? It didn't look like it. He played 29 minutes last game, and they were blown out. So it looked like he was going to play more minutes. And he has come back from injury multiple times this year, and he was not on a minutes limit either time. So it's almost like the Heat want to have their guys game ready and then just put them out there instead of like, hey, we're just going to ease them into it. Allen is soft. Yes, ever since he said the lights are too bright against the Knicks a couple years ago where the Cavaliers lost, I'm like, please trade this guy. I like him as a person. He's a great person. New setup's looking great. Yeah, I need to get some like books back here. Just like I got some like analytical books like Moneyball and stuff like that. I just need to put his books back here just so you guys are like, wow, he reads. I don't need that. If you guys didn't know, before I got laid off, I was a data analyst for the past like 7 years. So this is just me taking what I love and doing what I kind of did and mixing it together. So getting getting to do what I love, potentially full time. And right now it's all just like promo codes. So it's a little sketchy. I do have a little bit of severance, so I have some time um, to continue to make videos. So we'll see. Definitely, I'm putting my resumes out there still, but I have some flexibility. And they fill it up with Pokemon cards. I could do that too. I have a lot. I have a lot of cards. Pacers lineup. They will not be starting TJ McConnell. I think that's still fine. International travel plans. My wife's from Colombia. She's gonna force me to go there. I told her I'm staying in the the uh, the visitors area. I'm not going outside of there. I appreciate you guys. You every time I ask for 1,000 likes, you guys get me over that for sure. I do. This was just a beta test for uh, for this. Someone wants to like take a look at LaMelo Ball assist. Let's take a look at one more. So Nikola Vucevic assist did look really good, even on back to backs. Was it LaMelo Ball or Lonzo Ball? Let me go back to the chat. Fallout bobblehead is right back here. It's the charisma one. I need the charisma one because I'm so monotone. I don't know which Ball brother they're talking about. Yeah, I do plan on doing these live streams, games normally start out at 7 o'clock or 7:30. I want to start them about an hour before, and then have pretty much like a 30 to 45 minute stream all the way up to game time, so we can take a look at injury news and get updates on it, kind of like I did here, and react to that. Because when I make a video at 2 in the morning, I don't know who's in or out, and sometimes I just don't give a play at all. This is kind of like the tail end of it. So if you make a slip early in the morning, you have the benefit of potentially getting a line that gets bumped up multiple times, which I got plenty of comments saying, hey, this line isn't here anymore. It got bumped up, and that's because I did it early. So this is the other end of it. So now you have the advantage of seeing who's out and jumping on stuff with clarity. All right, so it was LaMelo. One more. The games are about to start soon. LaMelo assist. Where are we? Assist 5.5 versus Indiana, who's been tough on assist. He's been okay. How is he on back-to-backs? Been great on back-to-backs. Okay, we got four back-to-backs. Just hooked on one. Toronto's tough. These are all really great matchups. So yeah, you definitely hit those. These matchups, I would say, kind of in the middle. Yeah, those are definitely like really bad teams when it comes to stopping assist. So there's that. And how is he with Brandon Miller this season? 65%. And how's he with Brandon Miller at home? 67%. So not bad. I mean, he's fine on back-to-backs. And with Brandon Miller, it doesn't really affect him too much. And that does seem pretty low for him. So I don't hate it. Anthony Edwards for threes. He's questionable right now. As a Hornets fan, it's going to kill me when they lose. I live in Charlotte, if you didn't know, man. I'm going to go to the Cavaliers Hornets, I think in February. Melo coming off the bench. Some people take that as a bad thing if guys are coming off the bench. Sometimes guys play better off the bench. TJ McConnell rebounds. Everyone's going to be running to TJ McConnell right now. So if you want it, the game's starting in about 15 minutes. I believe that was a 7 o'clock game. All right, guys, I got to go help out with the baby. And this went about an hour, I think. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to hop off. There are 10 games tomorrow, so I'm going to have to do a lot of research. No one will be on a back-to-back tomorrow, so it should have a lot of lines out tonight, and I'll be able to look at all of them and get those out. And then I want to watch this college football game tonight. So thank you all for jumping on. 260 right now. That is amazing. You guys are awesome. So appreciate you all. God bless you all. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.